Hello students, welcome to my channel. I am Professor Subrojit De. In today's video, I will show you the derivation of equation of motion using calculus. Today we discuss about derivation of equation of motion using calculus. The first equation is V equal to U plus AT. Now I prove it using calculus method. We know acceleration A equal to change of velocity by change of time. That is, A is equal to dv by dt. Now we multiply this one, this side. A into dt is equal to dv. Now you take the integration of this. Then what will happen? A dt is equal to integration of dv. Initial velocity u, final velocity v, initial time 0, final time is t. Now a t upper limit t, lower limit 0, integration of dv, that is v upper limit, lower limit u. From here you will get a into t minus 0 is equal to v minus u. So a t is equal to v minus u, that is v is equal to u plus a t. This is the proof of first equation. Now the second equation, s is equal to ut plus half a t square. We prove it using calculus. We know velocity is equal to, velocity v is equal to change of displacement by time, that is ds by dt. Already we know that v is equal to u plus at. Already we proved. So here we can write down u plus at, which is equal to my ds by dt. Now we multiply dt in this side. U dt plus a t dt, which is equal to ds. Now you take the integration. U dt plus a t dt plus integration ds is equal to integration of ds. Lower limit 0 to t, this is 0 to t, this is 0 to s. So you get the integration here, u t upper limit t, lower limit 0, a t square by 2 t upper limit 0, lower limit, s 0, upper limit 0, upper limit s, lower limit 0. Here we get u t plus half a t square is equal to only s. So this is the proof of second equation, that is s is equal to ut plus half a t square. Now the third equation, v square is equal to ua square plus 2 as. We prove it using calculus. We know the acceleration is a is equal to dv by dt. Now you will see here dv by ds into ds by dt. So here we can write down dv by ds into ds by dt, that is equal to v. We know that v is equal to ds by dt. So what we will get? A is equal to v into dv by ds. Now you ds multiply here, a into ds is equal to v into dv. Now you take the integration, a ds initial 0 final s, v dv integration of v dv initial velocity u final velocity v. So here a common, s upper limit lower limit 0, integration of v dv, this is v square by 2, upper limit v lower limit u. Here a s, from here a into s, v square minus u square by 2. Now you to multiply here, 2as is equal to v square minus u square. Therefore v square is equal to u square plus 2as. Hence proved the third equation also using the calculus. Vertical motion under the gravity. We know that the acceleration due to gravity is equal to small g. We know this is the small g is equal to acceleration due to gravity. Now if we throw the object upward or the object is falling downward. In the case of downward, in downward direction, this velocity will become v is equal to u plus gt. Height h is equal to ut plus half g t square, and final velocity v square is equal to u square plus 2g h for the downward direction. In the vertical motion you consider the g, and for the upward direction, that is against gravity, in that case your equation v is equal to u minus gt. Why minus? Because this is the against gravity. H is equal to ut plus minus half g t square, and 3 v square is equal to u square minus 2 g h. Take as minus is because this is upward direction. Upward means this is the against gravity, that's why upward. Next, how to find the maximum height? Find maximum height. For the maximum height, we know that velocity will become 0. The velocity will become 0, that means v square is equal to u square minus 2gh. h is the maximum height. H is the maximum height. V square is equal to u square minus 2gh. At the maximum height, the velocity will become 0. That is v is equal to 0. So 0 is equal to u square minus 2gh. So u square is equal to 2gh. So h is equal to u square by 2g. That is the maximum height. we shall find out. Then now the time taken to reach the maximum height. Time taken, let the time is equal to t. We know v is equal to u minus g t. For the maximum height, that is v is equal to 0. So 0 is equal to u minus gt. How much time is required to reach the maximum position? Then you take u is equal to gt, so then t is equal to u by g. This time is required to reach the maximum position. This time is required to reach the maximum position. Now the time to flight. How much time to flight? How much time is required to flight? Total time t is equal to, that is the upward time and downward time, is required upward plus downward. That is already we know, that is u by g for upward and also for the downward u by g. The total time to flight 2u by g. So total time to flight of the object or body is t is equal to 2u by g. So we come to the end of the today's video. We will meet soon with another topic. Thank you.